Thanks for watching this short video entering a daily sales receipt or recording daily sales that you will have. If you're using a point of sale system or something like that that doesn't integrate, and there's other reasons, you might just have, a bunch of taxable, non-taxable sales, things that came in, payments from Visa, checks, cash, etc., sales tax collected. And how do you actually record that on a sales receipt? It's the same trick as you'd use in the desktop. I learned this trick from Michelle Long. And so first off, you would create some items, right? Just to give you an example, I have quite a few items here, but I created a non-taxable sales item, right, that I'd want. And this is just a single-sided item. Just using the one side on the sales side because I'm going to be using this on a sales receipt. And it's just hitting whatever income account that you would decide, and of course, turn tax off. And then I also did a taxable sales item, and I actually set that up incorrectly. You don't need it to be taxable because the actual sales tax collected is its own item linked to sales tax payable. I'll show you. So again, single-sided item. And then of course I also did sales tax collected, and that's just a single-sided link to the sales tax payable account. And that's just for stuff that I'm selling on the sales receipt. But what about payments I've received? Because you're going to have a $0 sales receipt, right, at the end of the day. And so I created an item called Visa, and these are entered as a negative because these are going to be on the bottom of the sales receipt, quote unquote credit a negative, which will debit, right? The undeposited funds is typically where I'm putting that. But you could put it straight to a checking account or something like that, but typically you're going to do undeposited funds. So that's why you're entering it as a negative, right? A negative credit would be a debit. So let's just edit that Visa item. And I did the same with, cash checks received. Very similar, single-sided item. I put in a description just as a reminder, right? You guys won't need to do that. And then I linked it to my asset account. Okay, and it's also not taxable. Now here's my sales receipt. So I have the customer daily sales, and it's going undeposited funds. It's a $0 sales receipt. I don't even need payment method. This is just to record the daily sales for today. Non-taxable sales is $750. That's positive. That's going to be crediting the income account. Same with taxable sales. The sales tax collected, so I don't actually have tax turned on the sales receipt itself or anything in this column. And then cash checks received, enter as a negative because this is wanted to debit undeposited funds with this amount, and then I included the tax, on the Visa. That's basically where it was taken out. So the total is $0. And then when I click Save, then you're going to click the More tab just to show you transaction journal. And you can see undeposited funds 0. However, the appropriate amount for undeposited funds from the items on the sales receipt were there. Services credited, so income went up. The sales tax payable went up, right, the liability. And then debited, of course, the asset accounts, which I would want. And that's your daily sales summary using a sales receipt.